How's it going, everybody? Agents of the 6th here with your TWAB breakdown for January 20th, 2022. We're going for World's Fastest, so let's get right into it. First, a quick breakdown / review of power leveling terms in Destiny 2. Let's use Season 16 as an example. On day 1, everyone will start at 1350 power. Any piece of gear you find in the world will be an upgrade for you, all the way until you reach 1500 power. This is the soft cap. After this point, the random things you find in a cave on the moon will generally no longer raise your power. You would then start grinding for powerful loot and playlist activities. These powerful drops will raise your level until you reach 1550 power, the power cap. Finally, the grind to the pinnacle cap starts. 10 levels later, at 1560, you will have reached the pinnacle cap, the highest level your weapons and armor can be. So what does this mean for you as a player? I'll go into more detail on leveling in a future video, but basically, you will remain powerful enough to do relevant content as your power increases. Story missions typically scale up in power at a consistent rate, and you should be ready to tackle them if you play at a normal pace. Strikes and other playlists or seasonal activities should be the same. As you reach the power cap, you will be ready to tackle harder challenges like Legend Lost Sectors and Nightfalls, raids, and the like. The Pinnacle Cap will be more or less for players who want to max out for master level content, or those who just take the word Pinnacle as a personal challenge. Now, with all that out of the way, let's talk about loot. The parts I'm summarizing will be on screen, so feel free to pause and read as needed. Starting in Season 16, blue engrams will stop dropping from playlist activities after you've reached the soft cap. Instead, players who are above 1500 power will see a slightly increased chance of legendary drops or a small amount of legendary shards. Blues will still drop from enemies and chests, but having less blues overall will prevent those unfortunate postmaster accidents we've all had. Banshee will be getting a vendor rework. He will have a reputation system that works like our other tower vendors like Shaxx and Zavala. Gunsmith materials and weapon telemetries will be removed, and players will gain reputation with Banshee by dismantling legendary and exotic armor and weapons, or by completing daily bounties. I made a video on this the other day. Go check it out, but yeah, spend all your materials before February 22nd when the Witch Queen drops. Mod components will no longer be in the game, and mods will instead be sold by Banshee and Ada 1 for 10,000 Glimmer. They will also be selling 4 mods per day instead of just 2. Some ghost mods will be removed as well, including Arc, Solar, and Void Analyzer, Omni Telemetry, and Banshee Special. These mods made weapon telemetries drop, and so they will no longer be needed, of course. With the departure of the Tingled Shore comes the removal of the Spider. Unfortunately, Rahul will become more powerful as he's taking Spider's place. Fortunately, he won't be jacking prices up on us. He will also be selling enhancement prisms and ascendant shards in place of Banshee and Ada. Prices are on screen now, and they'll be the same as they are today. Finally, Rahul will be able to decrypt Umbral engrams as he takes a final step towards becoming a new worm god. Great. Well, at least we won't have to go back and forth to the helm as much now. Speaking of the helm, it will still be in the game. Seasonal vendors will show up there, and you'll still focus Umbral engrams there, just like you do now. The Harbinger and Presage activities will be going away, but our friendly neighborhood Zerg will still be selling their weapons, Hawkmoon and Deadman's Tail. Every week he will sell a random roll of each for 1 Ascendant Shard, 1 Exotic Cipher, 125,000 Glimmer, and 200 Legendary Shards. What this means is, watch my video and go sell your gunsmith materials. Anyway, this means that those who did not have access to these activities will be able to get their hands on these guns, albeit for a pretty hefty price. The exotic catalysts for Hawkmoon, DMT, Agar Scepter, Outbreak Perfected, Whisper of the Worm, and the Fourth Horseman will now be dropping from playlist activities, with Outbreak Perfected and Whisper having their completion requirements updated. The new raid for Witch Queen will launch at Reset on March 5th, and further details will be coming soon. Finally, a word on bounties. People tend to hold on to completed bounties in advance of the next expansion in order to gain a jump on XP. Certain bounties, like Iron Banner bounties, will stay in your inventory, while bounties from seasonal vendors will not. Other bounties will vary, so use this method at your own risk. But along with that info, we get a few interesting tidbits. The last Iron Banner of the season will be on the last week of this season. Gambit will be receiving some form of a rework in Season 16, and Lord Saladin will get a vendor overhaul in Season 17. And that's all for the TWAB from me. If you're interested in reading the whole thing, the link will be in the description. If you liked the video and want to see more, drop a like and follow the channel. Hit us up in the comment section and let us know what you think. Agents of the Six here. My name's Sterling Silva 009, and we'll see you guys next time. Later.